What's up, everyone? Welcome to Heroes Avenue. My name is Darren, and today we're going to be catching up with some news. We're going to be talking about Michael Keaton, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about Cyborg and what's happening with the Flash movie. And so let's go ahead and dive into this Michael Keaton story. So this came out about 2 days ago, and it was about how a New York Times author, he wrote an article about the DC films, and he kind of suggested that there's going to be two different Batmans in the DCEU, and it looks like he went onto Twitter and he responded saying that Michael Keaton is going to be the main DCEU Batman. But apparently we were wrong. So let me go ahead and just read off what it said in the article itself. So New York Times, it says, coming up, for instance, Warner Bros. Will have two different film sagas involving Batman, played by two different actors running at the same time. And then that same author, Brooke Barnes, he was reached out to by some random guy on Twitter, and the random guy on Twitter asked him, based on your Hamada piece, some have interpreted that WB is doing two franchises starring Batman, one with Pattinson, one with a new actor. Is that correct? Or you were referring to Keaton as a second Batman, being part of non-Batman centric saga? Thank you. And Barnes says Keaton. So just giving a one-word answer, people took that and said, "Oh my God, Michael Keaton is going to be the main DCEU Batman," and everyone just kind of ran with it. And since everyone kind of ran with it, and he gave like a one-word answer. He didn't really elaborate or provide any context really. I kind of like figured, oh crap, I guess that's happening. So I was gonna make a video about it, but I didn't. Luckily, I didn't because that same author that wrote, that responded to the Twitter user, he went back onto Twitter, and he said, "Been offline, moving apartments, and returned to see this Michael Keaton craziness. I was referring to the one film that Keaton has been announced as being in, not a set of his own Batman films. If I had info on him beyond The Flash, I would have obviously put it in my article." Oh man, that is so funny. I just love sometimes like when these articles come out, and you know and someone interprets something a little bit differently, and everyone kind of runs with it all over the internet, and then this false news or fake news, as you will, kind of goes viral, and the original writer kind of responds to the craziness, and he kind of like says, "Hey, that's not what I meant." It happens more than often in this comic book movie news world that we live in, and it's funny to see. And people were even creating like graphic art about this, and people were like, "Oh my God, let's do a I hope he stays to do a Batman Beyond, and maybe he's gonna use Batgirl to be Terry McGinnis," and it was pretty crazy, right? And not to say that Keaton may, not to say that he's not going to be Batman, the main Batman. Maybe he will. It's just not confirmed right now at this moment. I would love to see Keaton play a older version of Bruce Wayne and have it be like Batman Beyond, and have like Terry McGinnis or Batgirl or whoever they're going to choose to play the Batman Beyond role. I would love to see that, and I would love to see it come in full circle with Keaton. But as of right now, that is not the case. He's just gonna do the Flash film, and that's it for now. That's all that we know, and this is being confirmed from the New York Times writer. And this kind of segues into my next topic with the Cyborg and the Flash, because I made a video about how Ray Fisher's Cyborg was going to be recasted, or possibly recasted, in the Flash movie with Ezra Miller. And that also has been debunked. The Rap movie article website, they came out and kind of said that Ray Fisher's Cyborg is actually going to be written out. So this is what they said. They said, Justice League actor Ray Fisher, who was offered a cameo role last June to appear as Cyborg in the Flash solo movie, publicly stated he did not want to be involved with the project via Twitter. Hence, the character of Cyborg has been written out of the screenplay and will not be recast, according to insiders with knowledge of the situation. Um, so for those that need some catching up to do, so Ray Fisher, he's has like a whole dilemma with the WB right now and their executives, and he wants nothing to do with Walter Hamada, the guy that's overseeing DC Films, and obviously he's going to be involved. You know, Walter Hamada is going to be involved with the Flash movie, and you know, Ray Fisher, he publicly stated this on Twitter, and so they had to write him out of it, out of the movie, because he's. I mean, there's no way they're gonna work with him, right? And so I'm glad they're not recasting, and they're just gonna write him off. Same with how they're doing it with Chadwick Boseman with Black Panther. They're not gonna recast Black Panther. I think that's a bad move. They're just gonna write him out of the story, and so they're doing the same thing with this. And so on top of this, I found something very interesting online. This is coming from a really like not I don't know if it's you would consider reliable or whatever, but there's this Twitter account. I check so I look at Cosmic Book News. I know they're not like a reliable like news source, but I like to see what they have. I mean, they do report like the news that's pretty accurate and what everyone else is reporting. But I like to see what they catch, and sometimes I make a video about it, and sometimes I don't. Most of the times I don't, because a lot of stuff is fake. But this one is kind of like okay. I think this one would work. So they made an article about how Superman could possibly replace Cyborg as the cameo role in the Flash movie. Thus, that means we will get a Batman and Superman in the Flash movie. That would be epic. That would be so cool. We're gonna get Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill back in their suits in the Flash movie. Yes, and I'm talking about Henry Cavill as Superman. And this is what Cosmic Book News is reporting on their website, and it's coming from a Twitter account. This is where it gets a little like weird. It's coming from a Twitter account called Viewer Anon. Everyone loves using Anon as their Twitter handle now. But anyways, this Twitter account called Viewer Anon. Apparently, I was looking through their account, and they do. I mean, they're tweeting it. I mean, anyone can tweet anything, right? And so they tweet as if they have a lot of sources and have a lot of insiders. So basically, in their tweet, they tweeted this yesterday during the whole Capitol fiasco in the U.S. They said, "Screw it. Could use some positive-ish news today. I have no idea what the current status is, but WB did want Henry Cavill back for at least a cameo in The Flash." So again, take this with a grain of salt. This is not a reliable Twitter handle at all, coming from a non-reliable news outlet or website, whatever. But I mean, if they're going to replace Cyborg's appearance with someone else from the Justice League, I mean, this would be an upgrade, right? I mean, there's no one else. I don't know. I don't think they would bring in Wonder Woman. I feel like the next logical step would be Superman. I think seeing Batman and Superman kind of like mentoring or giving the Flash advice would be really cool, and seeing different perspectives, because obviously Batman has his own ideology and then Superman has his own ways of doing things, and then you see Flash kind of seeing both sides of the coin. I think the duality of that would be really cool to see, and just seeing Batman and Superman and Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent kind of like talk again would be really cool to see, and I think it would bring a lot of money. I think a lot of people would go to see that in theaters. I think this movie will make a lot more money, and this does fall in line with the report with Henry Cavill, appearing in 5 to 6 movies, 5 to 6 DC films, right? And within those 5 to 6 movies are cameo roles that he's able to be in. So this would definitely fall in line with that. I would just love to see Batman and Superman in the same screen again. I mean, if this Snyderverse is going to go away, I think the fans deserve it, to see both of these guys on the screen again, one last time. So that's going to be it today. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.